In this video, I will regroup all the information you need to get the 1KCC in ToP, and you're gonna have timestamps so you can go to the section you want to learn more about. You're gonna have a boost, equipment, friendship, and so on. Now let's start with the route. As always, you're gonna have a route video on my channel when the season reset, and just check the correct number of the season. The fights are the same if you are in Z League, S League, A League, it doesn't matter, and you're gonna use the same route and the same guide. Of course, the only difference is lower leagues you're gonna have less fists, so they're gonna be less difficult. For teams, you're gonna have the team building guide that you can use, but first you're gonna check which high star LL or ultras you pulled in the last 2 years, I would say. Anyone after a DBL 49, which means anyone after a red cooler, is gonna be good. Anyone you pulled above 9 star, you're gonna put them to the side. Then you're gonna find which team healer you have in your box that is high star 2. And if you want to know what are the best team healer, there is a full video. Anyone that is S tier is gonna be the best, A tier is gonna be second best, and so on. I explain it in detail. Then you're gonna put the ones that have the same tag between LL and team healer, and then you're gonna build a team around them. After that, you're gonna find team building guides in my channel, and from that you can build a team and check what are the best character for each tag, which one you can use, and so on. For boost every season you don't need much. For Z League you need only like 2 Z that you bring for the last 10 fight, and you should be fine for 100 mil. Around 100 mil is the 1KCC, but of course if you have one more Z or one more S or even one more A that is good in your main team, I would advise to take him because you're gonna get an extra safety net. Now what do I say only 2Z? Because on your main team you're gonna have the 6 same character every time, so you can friendship them and get more stat and get them to friendship 10, and you just need to change the 2Z in the bench. And like that, every season you can use the same team, just 2 different characters. You bring them only for the last 10 fight, because as you can see on the left hand side, the win streak bonus from fight 1 to 14 is super low, doesn't give you anything basically. For example, fight number 25, you can get more points from it than fight 1 to 14 combined, so it's not really worth it taking risk with your Z tier in the early fights, because they're gonna lose HP and maybe die. And HP is super important, because the more HP you have, the more point you're gonna have too. So you're gonna at least keep 2 Z tier for the last 10 fight. If you have more than 2, you can of course rotate them. Like you have 3 Z tier, you can rotate them, that's fine. But if you have only 2 in the bench, bring them for the last 10. I would advise one extra A, S or Z in your main team if possible for extra safety, but the 2Z should be enough for the 1KCC in most seasons. Fights themselves, they are simulated, but you can control on how you can attack the enemies from 1 to 6. For example, I'm gonna attack like that the Amon first, and the Shugesh, the EX yellow, is gonna be last because it's a 6 next to him. And that's super important, because some abilities the enemy have, you want to take them first. For example, someone that lower your defense every turn, you're gonna try to eliminate him. Or if you have a lot of blue in your team, you're gonna try to eliminate the greens. If someone is super tanky, you're gonna take him last, and so on. If you don't know how to target, do not worry. It's super complicated if you are starting. That's why every season you're gonna have a full guide video, and I'll show you how to target every single fight on the route video I showed you at the start of each season. One more variable that is important is how you align your character in the 6x6 grid. You're gonna have different boost tiles that give you different effects for your characters. You're gonna have support and stuff like that that's gonna be helpful that you want to hit. And you're gonna have of course the debuff from enemy. For example, some enemies are gonna debuff the bottom row, you don't put character in the bottom row. And I explained to you like every debuff that are important in the guide videos, don't worry about that. But for boost tiles and your own buff, check the positioning video on screen, it's gonna be important. One last thing, your attack order is gonna depend on the key recovery of your character. Your character with the highest key recovery is gonna attack first, your character with the lowest key recovery is gonna attack last, and you can just calculate the key recovery if you want to. For example, this Goten has around 2400 key recovery and gets another 20% from his kit. You do the calculation and you will know how much key he has. This Gohan has 2500 and 30 key recovery, not 30%. which is gonna make it 2532 plus another 5 here, 2537, and so on. Or you can just watch the fights and see who attacks first, who attacks last. It's gonna be the same all the time. So for the equipment, you're gonna need a C equip on everyone, which is this one that gives 5% HP, and the Clash equip on everyone, which gives 5% HP and double offense. They're gonna be the most important equipment, and you're gonna farm 8 and you're gonna give it to every single person. Remember, you can just buy a bunch of these and keep the one that are 5% or C, even a yellow one, it's gonna be fine. And you're gonna keep 8. And same in here, just have a good first slot. It can be an A, it's fine, it's not a big problem. After that, the third equip is gonna be depending on the type of character. For example, if you have a melee, you use this Kaioken equip. If you have a defense type, you use this Janemba equip. If you have a support type, you're gonna use this Videl equip. And if you have a range type, you're gonna use this equipment. And we're gonna sum up everything here. And let's get to the friendship now. So I say do not change team from season to season because it's gonna be helpful for your friendship. If you keep the same team all the time, your main 6 unit will get to friendship 10. Friendship 10 is the max boost you can get for stats, and it's gonna go up 5%. Basically your character will have more defensive stat, they will be faster, which means they will outspeed opponents more often, and they will do a little bit more damage, which is always helpful. And having high friendship means your character will survive better in the long run. For the main 6, I would advise friendship 10. For backup, try to at least have friendship 5. It's gonna be helpful. As you can see here on the left hand side, you have this cooler. I had him friendship rank 1 and you see his stats. After when you take him to friendship rank 10, you can see that his key recovery went over 100. His HP is now over 2.5 million, which was around 2.4 million. And his defensive stat went up by a lot. How to friendship farm is pretty easy. You do your daily let's fight every day. It's gonna give you a lot of friendship. If you don't change team, you'll get them done within 1 month or 2. If you want a repeatable stage, you can do the story one. 618 is the highest rate, but it's super long. I wouldn't really advise it, just do let's fight. And sometimes you get the path to friendship event, which is not permanent. It's kinda similar to let's fight, but a little bit less because it's only one stage. Remember, when you friendship your team, have 18 friendship equip, because even the bench character will affect the character you take in battle. So you're gonna have 3 friendship equip on everyone, and that's 6 character, so it make it 18. And you don't need them all godly, just buy like 18 and put them there. It's gonna be pretty decent. Here is the full benefit for friendship. You can pause it if you want more info. Here is the star requirement. You can pause it if you want more details, but basically you're gonna need a high star for your team because it's gonna be super important. Any Zenkais need to be Zenkai'd, so someone's at Zenkai, you cannot use him in a non-Zenkai state because they are not good enough. Any characters that is below 7 star, remove him. And the newer character, like after DBR 49, they can be 7 star, it's fine, but do not have more than 2 of them because you're gonna struggle if you have too many below 9 star. For anything else, you can pause it and go back if you want to. You can check the DBR code on the character art, as you can see here on my screen. If I click on this Piccolo, you're gonna see here he's a DBL event character, and any free-to-play need to be 14 star. This orange Piccolo is a DBL 60, so he can be 7 star and he will be okay. Just do not have more than 2 characters that are below 9 star, and I'm talking about your main team, not your bench. Of course, for the Z tiers, I talk about star requirement on my route video of the season. Final thing, in battles I will tell you to change between full blast and full strike, and it's super simple to do. If I tell you to go full blast or your team is blast based, you can go full blast by just changing everyone to blast like that, and it's pretty simple. Let's say this Piccolo, we're gonna change him to blast, and if I tell you to go full strike, you can do that. I would really advise you to choose one or the other. Don't mix your team between a strike one and a blast one. Try to have coherent Z abilities. For example, try to have everyone as blast attack or strike attack. For example, this Piccolo here is gonna have a strike attack Z ability, so I'm gonna remove him and put this Piccolo, and I'm gonna put this one who has blast attack and this one who has blast attack. And as you can see here, my team is mostly blast based. We're gonna have one blast attack, we're gonna have a second blast attack here with the other Piccolo, and we're gonna have a third one with the Piccolo Junior, and the fourth one with this Kid Gohan. But if I mixed it, let's say I remove this one and I've put the orange Piccolo here instead of this purple, what I'm gonna happen is I'm gonna have one blast attack, uh, second blast attack, and that's basically it. So I'm gonna have 75% instead, and for strike attack I'm gonna have around the same thing instead of 420, which is super bad. And another thing is, if you go full blast or full strike, you're gonna avoid a lot of covers, because in ToP there is enemies who cover change others and help them to rescue. So what you do is basically try to avoid that by going either full blast team or full strike team. So you need to be very coherent. Blast 1 are much better because there is less blast cover overall. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more how to position your character, about healers, HP buffers, or how to build different teams depending on different tags, you will have links in the description, of course. Have a good one and goodbye.